morning, good evening, or good night, folks. I'm your host, Simon Redhand, and welcome to Gaming Redhanded. Today we're going to be going through Once Human. Our server here is one of the oldest servers, and we are on phase 6, the settlement phase. And this is the part where you get to decide on your new scenarios. Now, as you can see here, it kind of walks you through here. It says, when the season reaches its final phase, the sign-up feature is available. After signing up, you can join a new server when the scenario countdown ends. If you sign up for a season server but don't enter, you can switch to another server. But the current season server, when the current season server closes, players who don't sign up will, and it does show you everything, right? Here we go. Let's go to Eternal Land, right? So they did show a little infographic during the patch 1.1 that kind of explained how the season transfer process works. What's important here is to understand that the new scenarios aren't just the same servers. They have a bunch of new rules going on here, so we're going to go through and look them up here. Let's see if there's anything new here before I come over. This is details what you can carry over with you, and what we already knew about this because they did go through and tell us about this during the Twitch live stream. They've been posted all over the place because a lot of people were scared of losing their character. You get to keep your Star Chrome, your Cisgen, your mystical marks, your stellar planlers, your sproutlets, Siderite, Lightforge relics, cosmetic tokens, colorful badges, battle pass tokens, silver keys, battle pass XP, gear XP, gear blueprints, etc., etc. I'll go through this video and basically explain which each one of these things are. That way you have a good idea what you need to get done before you go over, what you're gonna keep, what you're gonna know. Sorry, what you're gonna be bringing with you to the next server. That way, because you have some time now. You have about 4 weeks from this date if your server starting this today, like mine is, to gather these things, make sure they're all done, and then have them ready for the next season. The next scenario when it begins. We're gonna see what's here. So Evolution's called the PvP servers. Manibus is gonna be the same scenario again. They're just gonna have a heightened difficulty. This is supposed to be the upcoming PvE scenario, and in this they have not talked about. Factory mode, territory contest, fast growth. I'm not sure what that is. Sounds interesting. And then we don't see anything else. Can't see anything here. I'm not doing Evolution's call because I don't PvP. And then we get to go through here and see what the scenarios are. This one here is a basic scenario. Let's see here. Difficulty, normal. Basic survival difficulty, suitable for most players. These are all normal servers. That's cool. And then what else do we have here? It's a normal difficulty, but it has void balanced deviate invasions going on. The deviant invasions here, they show up. They have super anomalies that are void. Void deviants start off with shield that grant them immunity to most damage effects. Countermeasures, cradle override, anti-void, unstable bomber, power surge. You see this symbol, you're gonna need one of these 3 builds. I'm assuming the cradle override is gonna be showing up in your cradle passive tree. This tree here. You show up in your cradle in here. It's gonna be probably something like this that you're gonna have to slot into your bag. That's what I'm hearing, what I'm imagining that's talking about. Let's see what the other side is. Oops. Oh, we'll actually look at Manibus. We'll actually look at Evolution's call after. Super anomaly balance. Balanced deviants will recover HP over time after taking damage. Countermeasures, cradle override, anti-balance, burn, and frost vortex. These kind of sound like when you fight magic and rare mobs in World of Warcraft, not Diablo, sorry. It's kind of interesting. I like the added effects they're doing. I like that there's a difficulty slider. I don't see difficulties beyond normal right now though. So, and there's less scenarios. Let's go on the second page. Third page. Are they any hard? Ooh, this one. It's a hard server. It's almost full. Let's see. This is interesting because I most likely will bid on the hard server. Polluted zones are the pollution zones in the wilderness cover larger areas and have significantly increased contamination. Energy hydration depletes twice as quickly, and the effects of full energy and hydration last for a shorter time. Deviant stats, awareness, movement speed, and attack frequency are increased. In the territory purification game mode, the type of deviants attacking the territory will change, increasing the difficulty. Increased rewards. The Star Chrome awarded Completed season goals are increased by 20%. The amount of star chrome obtained for purifying eclipse cortexes and chaotic cortexes are increased. This is where I'm probably going to go. We'll see from here though. So you can tell the scenario type by looking at the symbol here and here. So difficulty green is normal. This here is void balance. So this one here is one we haven't looked at. Phase / coherence deviant invasion. Super anomaly phase. Phase deviants have high damage reduction, countermeasures, cradle override, anti-phase, shrapnel damage, damage while in fortress warfare state. Fortress warfare state. It's terrible to maintain, but that's interesting that they have a server based around that. Super anomaly coherence. Coherence deviants carry a coherence device. While that device is intact, coherence deviants are invincible. Countermeasures, cradle override, anti-coherence, bounce damage, damage while in fast gunner state. And do I see any other symbols here? That's only 2. So I think that's all it is. There's phase and coherence. I don't see any others. See, I don't know how I feel about this. So when you scroll down, it's going to show you the countermeasures, like what you can use, the guns that specialize in these weapons here, because they're not every gun. Shotguns specialize in power surge, and rifles as well. And there's some rifles that have burn, and some that have frost vortex and the like, right? Shotguns have all of this, right? There's a shotgun that covers almost every one of these things except for unstable bomber. There's a pistol that covers unstable bomber and power surge. I don't think there's a burn pistol. So you go through and it actually tells you, right? Super anomalies countermeasures, shotguns and rifles counter super anomalies void. Snipers and pistols counter super anomalies balance. Keywords: unstable bomber, power surge, bullseye, and the bounce effect are enhanced. In specific season phases, the wish machine will unlock prize pools containing the weapon blueprint Jaws, which is a weapon I plan on buying outright today with my current point Starcrown, but I guess I'm gonna be waiting just to see if there's gonna be a special Jaws coming out. In specific season phases, the wish machine will unlock prize pools containing the blueprint armor for the shaman vulture top. This is also interesting. I don't know if I'll be wearing that, but this also gives you, it's basically gives you the same effects as the gas mask. If I end up switching over to unstable bomber as my main weapon over power surge, which I'm currently using now, I would end up using this, I suppose. Calibration styles: frugal style suits pistols and sniper rifles, allowing for ammo replenishment from missed shots obtained by disassembling dropped gear or defeating super anomalies. This is a new calibration, I believe. Yeah, this, and then over here it's going to tell you what counters these ones here. Super anomaly countermeasures for SMGs and sniper rifles counter super anomaly phase. Pistols and crossbows counter super anomaly coherence. Where are the assault rifle? I'm pretty sure that most players use assault rifles. It's interesting. This is the way they decided to go about doing this. I don't know how this is going to work. We haven't seen any action yet, and there's been no video clips kind of explaining this. Are these going to be, the entire server is going to be split down the middle between phase and coherence monsters? Or are they going to be monsters that show up every now and then, and if you're not rocking one of the guns on the holy list here, you're just going to be, what, SOL? So, out of luck when they show up. Are they just going to ruin your experience? It's interesting that they're deciding to do this. It's interesting that you're going to have to try and find a way in to deal with these guys without, if you're not using one of these guys, because it's not easy to go out there and find new blueprints. You cannot go out and just farm for a shotgun or a pistol if you don't have one, because the currency for getting these new blueprints is very limited. It's the Starchrome, right? Let's see what the PvP servers are doing at this time, because the PvP servers, I don't play on PvP, but I want to see if are they doing the same invasions? But they have the same invasions. They seem to have, so the PvPs, there's going to be less servers. There's only be 5 and 1 hard mode server. The scenario features are the same. It's going to be the same for the most part here. Enter the frontiers and conquer strongholds and ultimately reign supreme. Features stronghold conquest. Metahumans will form war bands to fight each other, etc., etc. I don't play on this, so this means nothing to me. So let me go check over here for scenarios. I think it's exactly the same as Manibus Call that we've been doing right now. All right, Primors, metahumans work together to combat deviants, defeating OE Kin, and finally face the Manibus scenario featuring no mandatory PvE content, suitable for all meta humans. Deviation special abilities. The following deviants may gain special abilities and change color when acquired: Nutcracker, Digby Boy, Growshroom, Extra Dimensional Cat, Butterfly Emissary, Festering Gel, and Fetch a Lot Buddy. So this was the same. There's gonna be some rares types of the more common ones that people like to use in their base. That'd be cool to get a unique Digby Boy. Let's see here. We already know all the deviants that are available here. I don't think there's anything here that's new. No, I don't think anything here is new here. Everything here we've already seen. Okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, that's interesting what they're doing with the servers. I think that's the only concern. I'm wondering what is next. Since we're already here, let me show you guys what you guys should be doing next for your season goals. If you haven't finished your season phase rewards and you haven't gotten all your points yet, you should work through and doing that because the season shop's open. You get a chance to buy the ultimate prize here, which is the 5,000 Manibus. This is your Mitsuko's marks to buy these. But more importantly, the Starcrom crates are open up. They cost energy links. You can get energy links by vendoring stuff to the vendor each week. There's a weekly lockout and it gives you about 150k if you go to all 5 vendors. And this is going to give you about 500 Starcrom in each crate. And I think there's 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 8 altogether. I think altogether it's going to cost you about 400 or so energy link to get all of them. And I think this is gonna be your last source of Starcrom until you get your weekly purification. I don't know, and well, there's a few events coming up, I suppose. So you do have Starcrom come in there. This is basically what I saved all my money for, and now I don't have to worry about it. And now I can use my money on buying calibrations and whatnot. And also, I do want to buy just a ceiling tile from here, but I want to do that later. I don't know, I want to use one of my crates on this right away. The white plaster ceiling did seem kind of cool. I don't think anything else in here that I'm interested in. So I'm going to go through the rest of the currency that you would need and all the stuff, other things that are going to be saved right now. So here, of course, here's your Starcrom. This is what you get from your purification events and your vortexes. Your Mitsuko's marks are what you acquire from doing your season rewards, and like I said, the only thing they can buy is over here. They buy the stuff in the season shop, the Manibus statue, the exclusive name card, this box here, which I advise that nobody buys. Do not buy these boxes. These boxes are a waste of your currency. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get this face mask. You're not going to get anything in here. You're just going to burn through your marks. Do not buy this. The Starcrom crates, these require energy links. You don't keep energy links, so make sure you spend all your energy links, but you do keep Starcrom. So you get these, crack them open, make sure you do that. Another source of getting these crates are over here. Every town you go to, you're going to see this gentleman here in the fancy drip. His name is Severin7 S2041. If you get your stellar planning layer, which you get from doing riddles, finding morphic crates, the like, he also sells the same Starcrom crates that you just bought for currency, and he sells 8 of those also. So you make sure you buy all of these, because you buy them, crack them open, you get to take these over with you to the next season. You also get to take over any mods and accessories to the next season also. So you can buy all these also, but these are acquired from doing special events, right? You do the riddles, or you could buy them with currency, but you also get them from doing the riddles, right? Stellar planners, I don't have a guide for it. There's about like hundreds of these guys hidden around the world. Your backpack flashes when you get close to one of them, then you end up snapping your finger and it reveals them and you shoot them, and every time you kill them they give you those stellar planners, and the only thing they're used for is buying stuff from this gentleman here. The other thing that you get to save are the sproutlets that you get from the cargo pursuit and the other cargo event. But basically, you know, you get the little the squid on your head and you fight back and forth. You get to keep these sproutlets here. Now these things you get to keep also. They have a season limit of 1 per season, and what's unique about these is they have a locked roll that they give you, right? So they always give you a locked stat. But I don't know if it's worth buying all of these. And then if you want, you could buy this street style skin. Some people say they don't really like how it looks. I don't know what it looks like. I only have 8,000 of these sproutlets. I don't like this event, and I don't use my motorcycle, so I don't plan on buying that. I did buy Thunderclap early on. It was one of my first mods I bought. I think I'm still using them, but you do find these mods, right? So you have no real obligation to buy them outright. They do help you farm early on, but I only bought them because I wanted to see what they give. But you don't have to buy these, all right? And I would advise you probably don't buy them. If you've been farming the way you normally farm, you can get all these mods to drop. All these do is guarantee a stat roll, but you can find these stat rolls without doing this, right? Don't buy this, don't buy this, don't buy acid, don't buy control. I don't think controllers carry over with you. I'm not sure. If controllers carry over with you, then these are worth buying. But I'm not sure they do carry over. Let me go look at the list. Archon we went over, Christian we went over, Mitsuko's Marks we went over. Actually, we didn't go over Christian. Cellular Planner, Sproutlets, Siderite, Lightforge Relics, Cosmetic Tokens, Caliper Badge, and Battle Pass tokens, such as Silver Keys and Battle Pass XP. Gear Blueprints and their ratings. Blueprint Fragments, Weapon Accessories, and mods. We went over Weapon Accessories and mods. Those are what Severin 7 was selling. Fashion Cosmetics, Character Customization Data, Poses, Name Cards, and Title. Those are just basically emotes and friends. I'm not sure why you would lose your friends. Let's see. Furniture formulas, which I'll go through afterwards. Main and side story progress during the season. Seasonal items such as season honor shield patterns and cultivation essences. Event items and data such as friendship points. Let's see what else. And then the rest transfer over. So I'm still unclear whether or not you get to keep your controllers, to be honest. There's nothing written on here that says you don't, though, because certain items, like I'll show you in game, I have in my bag here, like the Stardust Regulator here. This is a season exclusive item and will be destroyed when the season ends. It hasn't written on there that it won't come back over with you, but controllers don't. And I'm in a state, in a flux state where I'm deciding whether or not I should just farm dungeons like crazy to spend all my controllers off. That way I can not waste them, or just wait till next season starts. But that's one thing I'm interested in. I might have to ask about that one because I'm not clear on it. They are account bound, and I'm under the impression right now that they might come with you, but don't quote me on that just yet. Continue on. Anything acquired from the item mall is going to carry over with you, obviously. I've gotten these from, I'm not sure what the hell I got these from. Maybe Marks, stuff like that. I haven't bought anything besides a couple of Lightforge packs, but I don't know where I got those from. The next is the Battle Pass, which is over here. The Battle Pass is what awards you the silver keys, right? I've gotten all these already. You go over to the shop here. As you progress through the Battle Pass, you see these silver keys popped up, right? You get more of them if you spent the $10 and got the advanced pack. And this allows you to, not the events, oops, sorry. The shop side here allows you to buy these things here. There's not a lot of stuff in here. I ended up buying everything else here already, except for Go This Way, which is another emote. But if you don't spend your keys over here, these carry over for the next Battle Pass, and then you can do it again or whatever. I don't know if they're going to be resetting the Battle Pass. I would imagine they are going to be resetting the Battle Pass. But if there's no new things showing up, then I don't know if it's worth buying the Battle Pass again, unless it's a completely new skin that shows up, right? So these silver keys are going to be carried over, and they are for buying things in the Battle Pass store. Your blueprints are going to be carrying over, of course. You get blueprint fragments by completing all of the mystical crates, as well as the wish machine. So anything you have completed is going to be carried over. Anything that you're partially completed, they're also going to be carried over. We can take a look at the guns that they're talking about. I think they're not showing up here because I don't have the blueprint. Do I? Yeah, here. So here's the DW Jaws, the D50 Jaws. This is one of the. I'm gonna see this weapon's gonna be running wild on the server I'm gonna be joining on soon. You also have access to Dual Fury. This is another elemental weapon. This Blackfire is another elemental weapon. It does frost, and of course the gun I'm using now, the Corrosion. This gun is another one that's gonna be pretty good for the server I plan on joining. You also have the, is it the Beyonder? Here it is. The Outer Space is a power surge weapon. I think there's another one. Yeah, the Icy Rain power is a Frost Vortex weapon. There's a lot of options here that will work for some of the upcoming deviants and scenarios. I don't think the only issue is that I don't know how I feel about specific weapons being required because of the wish machine and how you have to go about getting weapons to do this, right? Like you need this limited resource, and if you show up there with no weapon type that's geared toward these anomalies, how out of place are you going to be? How out of sorts are you going to be, right? That's your cosmetics are going to be unlocked, right? This here, what they're talking about here is the butterfly emissary stars. This is what you gain from doing season goals and objectives. These will be carried over with you. Everything that you acquired in the fashion section is going to be carried over with you. So these are all good things. I don't know if there's anything else that I'm missing here. I think I covered everything that's going to be coming. Let's take one quick look again. So I went through, I signed up for the hard server just because it's almost full, and I've been feeling as though the game is very easy to go through. So I am going to go on the more challenging server this time around because I do like to be tested. I do like making myself better. And I feel like a good way to go about doing that is to play harder content, to experience harder content, force myself to kind of rise to the occasion. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be playing on one of the hard servers, the only hard server available. There's going to be a bunch of normal servers. That's the vast majority of them. Hopefully this is an interesting experience. I think the only thing here that really kind of irks me is going to be managing food and water, because quite frankly, I hate managing food and water. But other than that, everything else here seems interesting. The territory goals might be an issue because I find the territory purification process to be kind of sussy. So hopefully, I figured a base I can make that doesn't get completely destroyed. I imagine the Towers of Dooms are not going to be working in this if they're done correctly. But also, the turrets and miniguns are kind of bugged. The rifle cannons are kind of buggy. When I was doing my last purification, they were shooting the ground and stuff like that. And it was just like, oh, it's a big pain in the butt. So to think that come next season, they're going to be harder and more variety of monsters showing up. And let's hope they addressed all that in the next. They've got 50 days to do it, apparently. Right? That's the time frame that we have coming up. Server opening time is 8/18. 8/18, that's a couple days from now, right? So we'll see. All right. Alrighty, so this will be built in 20 hours, right? So 20 hours, this is going to start. But your time to bid on this is about 50 days. But you don't have to go right away. Keep that in mind. Now it's saying here, once again, let me go back and double check. When the season reaches its final phase, the sign up feature is available. After signing up, you can join a new season server when the season's countdown ends. If you sign up for a season server but don't enter, you can switch to another server. When the current season server closes, players who don't sign up will return to Enterland upon leaving. I'm ready to go, but my brother just started playing. He finally got in. I got an invite code to him, so he's still catching up. I bid on this server here. I just want to make sure it doesn't drag me to the new server, because I do want to help him finish and get all his star crumb before we go. We might have to accept that we might lose out on the Prime War star crumb, because I don't think people are going to be doing that anymore. So we're going to probably lose on the first bonuses there. But there are some dungeon star crumbs that we can definitely get done. There are some season goal stuff that we can definitely get done before we go over there. So that's what we're going to be doing. Oh, I got a little mail too. Let's see. Your server season is coming to an end. Please don't forget the deviation you secured within your friend's territory if you still need it. Oh, this is just telling me to pull out the deviations that I put all my electric eels over there because we had that running as a power base. So this is nothing different. This is nothing important here. But it's good to know. that if you put deviations in your friend's securement centers, they don't count towards you when you're leaving unless you pull them out. We're working on improving this design in the future patches. Thank you guys for supporting and understanding. Okay, so basically it's just telling me that these are temporary, not in my custody. So when the season ends, if I don't take them out, they're just gonna be lost in the void. I'd prefer if he got them because I don't really need those deviants. I put them over there for a reason, but it's good to know that if I don't take them back, I don't get to keep them. Alrighty, I think that's it for now. There's nothing else I didn't go over. Let's go double check. I went through this list. We've already covered everything you get to keep. Everything else was sent to Enterland Depot when we get there. And if I have a chance and opportunity, I will go through and tell you guys how much it costs to actually reserve things and bring them over with you to the new server. But I think this is all there is for now. There's nothing on this list I didn't go over. Friendship points are a minor feature you get from inviting people and playing with them and all that. I don't know what those buy. I don't even know if they buy anything. What's interesting is I have colorful badges and I have no idea where I acquired these colorful badges from. I don't know where they come from. I don't know how to get more. So I can't even give advice on like what to do to the colorful badges. I know you get 100. I have 120 right now, and they buy things here under this. When you go into the shop, go to other. They're here, alongside the reskin tokens and stuff like that. Oh, my daily mark box. I did not buy those. I always forget to buy these marks. They're so buried. I have not been buying these. I feel like if I had been buying them, I wouldn't be struggling with points where I am now. I forget this exists. I outright forget it exists. Next season, I'll be better at it. I don't know where these come from. I know, but I'm not gonna spend them just yet because all the costumes here are kind of like, a gamey hoodie, a dirty dumpster hoodie, you know, dumpster beanie. Like I don't like any of these. I don't like how any of these look. Right, so this might be cool. I like the build, so this might be interesting. But I don't know. I honestly, I've been looking through and I can't even find where friendship points are. So I don't even know. I know you acquire them by inviting people. There was one event early on where you invite someone and you give them a code and they give you one of their blueprints as a copy and you got friendship points from that. I don't know where they are. I was looking through my menus. I don't know how to get more of them. If someone knows where they are, please leave it in the comments. For now, I can't show you where those are, but that's how you acquire them. That's how you save them. I don't know how you get colorful tokens. I think I've gotten some as a byproduct of other events and your season pass and stuff like that. I don't know how to get more of them, but that's the vendor where you sell them at. I think that's it for now though, guys. I don't think there's anything else I need to cover. Thank you guys for dropping by. I appreciate you as always for giving me your time. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below because all that support helps. Have yourselves a good morning. And this is the only video you're watching me today. Good afternoon or good night.